does not pay child support, should he be allowed visitation with his children? Hey everyone, welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you're returning. So we are here for another episode of Sisterly Sentiments. Let's hit this child support conversation, y'all. So because I'm not like one size fits all, let's talk about the celebrities, because it's crazy how we see them. They get divorced and they get these crazy alimony / child support payments. The ones who are not married, like the Eliza Reigns and the Futures, she's wound up getting X amount of dollars, and everyone thinks it's just insane. So here's the thing. For somebody like Eliza Reigns, she deserves every penny she asked for, because it's Future's fault that he's paying child support. He chose to impregnate her. He should be paying what he weighs. Like, I'm not mad about that. I think she should get him for every dime that she can. It just is what it is. Now, when we're talking about like regular people in regular situations, I'm a New Yorker. And in New York, things are different from like other places that I lived, especially in Georgia. It's just completely different. In New York, when you have a child, it's automatically 50-50. We're not going to court to establish legitimacy. That's the weirdest thing I ever heard in my life. But for some reason down here in the South, that's a thing. Like, you have to legitimize a child. It's just weird. But because y'all elect who y'all elect, that it just is what it is, and the laws haven't been overturned. But yeah, y'all should really fix that situation, because that's just crazy. If a man and a woman has a child and they both sign that birth certificate, they should have 50-50 rights to that child. That's how it is in New York. I'm not saying everything about New York law is great, but that aspect of it is, that's what it should be. We shouldn't have to go to court for a man to be allowed to have 50-50 rights to his child. So once we get that out the way, because New York State is different, let's talk about these states that, sorry, I heard a noise, the baby's sleeping out. For the states that don't automatically give men rights to their children, it seems as though child support goes with visitation. And if you don't pay child support, they're not trying to allow you visitation. I am somebody who does not believe that the two are should even be in the same conversation. I don't care if he never pays child support for the child's entire life. That should have no bearings on his visitation with that baby. That's just my thought. I don't understand why. Like, is he paying to see the child? Because what does child support have to do with visitation? But that's, we can do another video on that. But let's talk about this child support situation. Any man that is paying child support deserves to be broke. And the reason you deserve to be broke is because you chose to get that woman pregnant. It just is what it is. Now, do I agree that a man should have to fund a woman's entire lifestyle? If he's rich, if he's like a Future or a Rick Ross or something like that, and you're out here sleeping with Instathoughts, yes, you should. If it's just a regular man, no, he shouldn't. Let's say it's a regular wealthy man who's not like an industry, who he wasn't messing with some industry thought. I believe if a man is paying child support, and let's say 3 years later he meets a magical woman, right, just a unicorn, they get married. Now all of a sudden he went from making like $50,000-$60,000 to making $200,000, and the woman he meets makes $200,000. So that's a $400,000 a year household. But the woman that he had children by, she's in a $50,000 household because she makes $50,000. I am not of the mind that all of a sudden, because they live in a certain house and have a certain lifestyle, that he should be funding the mother so that she lives at the same standard. Absolutely not. What this man has going on in his household has nothing to do with her. As long as she's paying her bills and she's okay, and they're working together and he's contributing to the household, I'm okay with that. But I do not believe that because you have a child by somebody who makes exponentially more than you, that all of a sudden he's supposed to fund your lifestyle. No, that's not how that goes. Because and if the argument is he's supposed to do that because my child should have the same quality of life, then give that man his child. Give him his child so that child can have the quality of life over there. But there's nothing wrong with a child going to dad's house that has 12 bedrooms and then coming back to mom's house that has 2 or 3. Because to me, that builds character. There's nothing wrong with that. And you're not penalizing your child because they go to the house that brings in less. As a matter of fact, you're making them more well-rounded. That's just my opinion. So y'all drop down below and let me know what y'all think. If you can't afford to provide for your children, ma'am, then you need to give them up to the father. But just because the father and his new family, they go to Disneyland, to Disney World 3 times a year and all this, and they have 5 cars in the garage and everything else, that has nothing to do with you. That's not your business. If you want that lifestyle, then you need to go to school, get a better job, do whatever you need to do to elevate yourself. And if you feel like your child is suffering in the lifestyle that you're providing, and you believe that they deserve a better lifestyle, once again, get the child to their father. It's that simple. Now, if dad is not willing to take that child, oh yeah, then dad needs to pay like he weighs. But there's no way that a man should be paying to bring this woman's lifestyle up to here just because him and his woman are living up here. If your lifestyle is down there, as long as he's contributing and them bills are getting paid, not saying he's paying all of them because he's not supposed to pay all your bills. You have to pull your weight, but as long as he's contributing, I don't see the problem. If you agree, let me know. If you disagree, you can't. That's wrong. A man should want his children to live in the same lifestyle. And comment down below and let me know that, because I'm here for all, I want to hear all different angles of this thing. And I also want y'all to comment on that thing that I talked about in the beginning. If a man does not pay child support, should he have access to his children? If he does not pay child support, should he be allowed visitation with his children? Y'all comment down below and let me know what y'all think. Okay, we'll do this again next time, y'all.